I think I'm just kidding, but I'm not really sure. Miss Deborah has just given me the finger, which means, God, I love it when she does that, which means that the green team, starring Dr. Green Jeans, is ready to begin. And so here they are, the green team.
Green.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am representative of the Green Team out here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Green Bean, Dr. Green Bean to be precise. And I want to welcome you to our show this evening, because tonight what we are going to do is, the name of our show is Heal with a Meal. We are going to show you how to take common household illnesses and take care of them with common household food items, just things that are found around the house. Now, you know, many people believe that to put a steak on a black eye is an old wives' tale, but in reality, there are many beneficial properties of putting a steak on your eye when you have a black eye. It happens to expedite the healing process. Now, a black eye is one example of the kind of things that might happen to someone around the house. Another example would be, well, let's say, for instance, that you get a headache. A headache, right? Now, just because I would put beef on a black eye doesn't mean I would put fish on my head to cure a headache. That would be silly and ridiculous, and I would never do that. But what I would do is I would use something else, and I'll show you exactly how I would cure a headache with a common food item. So,
What I would use
is a chicken. Fish would be silly. See, a chemical reaction takes place when the chicken encounters the hair follicles, and it actually creates an enzyme that penetrates the skull to give you just soothing relief everywhere. And as an added addition, you can see the legs hang down on either side, giving additional relief. Now, the reason I would never use a fish is that fish don't have legs. Now, I'm a doctor, I know those sorts of things. But what we're going to do is, a chicken for a headache is one thing, but you can't expect to do this for other things. Now, what I'm going to do is talk to some members of our audience that have been chosen at random, talk to them about the kind of problems that they've been having, let them experience the magic of Heal with a Meal. So, would you bring out our first guest here? Yes, we have a guest here. Let's get this guest to come over here and talk to us. Would you come in? Yes. Could I have your name, please?
My name is Ed.
Ed. Ed is the man's name. And Ed, could you just share with us, what is your problem today? What is physically wrong with you? Like, what is your story?
My feet hurt, especially this one doc. It's killing me. I think I got corns.
Corns. The man has corns. Well, we can help him out. Would you have a seat here, please? And we're going to discuss how we can help this man out. Now, just because I might use a piece of poultry to cure a headache doesn't mean that I would use an ear of corn to cure corns. That would be silly. And besides, his ears are in really good shape. Instead, my headache is feeling much better, so I'm going to get rid of this. Instead, what I would use is something entirely different. May we see your foot up here, sir? Give me that sucker.
It's the other one, Doc. This one.
Oh, it's the other one. Well, they're both equally offensive, I might add. Do you ever wash these things, by the way? I mean, that's part of your problem. But what I would do to cure a man with problems like this is something entirely different. I would actually create something to help him out. And may I ask you to put your foot in this, sir? Yes. Put your foot in there. Now, what we would do is, I would not use an ear of corn, but what I would use is creamed corn. Because we have found, could I get a microphone stand over here? Or, oh, I found one. Thank you very much. Who the hell needs stage technicians? What we're doing here is we are going to apply the creamed corn to the feet, and they're very similar to this. Now we just get in there and we just smooth it in, and that tickles. Well, it's supposed to. But what I want you to do now is, I want you to wrap this up, and promise me that you'll leave that on there for at least 2 weeks. And I would stay totally secluded while I was doing that, by the way. So thank you very much for coming up here, and now get off the stage. We do appreciate it, but you know, there are other common food items around that can help you cure common problems that you might run into. Now, we have another volunteer from our studio audience. Could I introduce this gentleman? Would you come up here, sir, and talk to us? Now, I have never seen this man before in my entire life. Would you tell us, what is your name, sir, please?
Cubby.
Cubby. I see. Obviously an alias. Cubby, now could you please share with us exactly what is the nature of your particular problem?
Well, I have.
Oh, you have syphilis. All right. Cubby is obviously a filthy degenerate. But we can help him out. Now, would you just stand here for 1 second, Cubby? I have a cure in mind for this particular ailment. I'd like to share it with you in the studio audience tonight. So if you'll stand there for 1 second, you know, just because I use corns to cure corn, don't expect me to come up here and use weenies to cure syphilis. That would be silly, and I would never do anything like that. That's ridiculous. I would not use weenies, but what I would use is beans and weenies. This is an old Italian cure. An old Italian told me about this cure as I was standing outside. And if I could enlist your help here, Cubby, I'm going to show you how to apply this paste of beans and weenies to help cure syphilis. So will you hold on 1 second? Will you hold that for me? Thank you very much. And this is exactly how... much. Doesn't that feel good? We knew it would. Now, what we want you to do is go away and don't change your pants for 2 weeks. Understand? Let's give Cubby a big hand. Now, get off the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we have other cures because there are a countless number of illnesses. We have a young lady here who has a particular problem that we're going to talk to her about. Could we introduce the next young lady, please? Yes, oh, yes, we have a problem here. Could I have your name, please?
CB.
Would you say that again?
CB.
CB. CB is the lady's name. And CB, could you tell us in 250 words or less exactly what is wrong with you? What is your problem?
I have acne.
Acne. Well, we can cure acne right here on this show. Have you ever heard the term pizza face? This term did not just come out of nowhere. There's a good reason for this sort of term. And would you have a seat here, please? It just turns out that there are many benefits of an enzyme mixing with the cheese and the tomato sauce with the yeast that is in the dough that really makes an excellent plaster for curing acne. Now what we have here is a pizza, and we are going to show you how to apply this pizza to effect a cure for this young lady. Now, all you do is you rub that in, and what I want you to do do, honey, clean off your hands there. I want you to wear that paste for at least 2 weeks. What you need to do is go live with Dave Aschenbrenner for a couple of weeks, because neither of you are fit to be seen in public. Thank you very much for your help, and you can take your pizza and eat it on the way home if you care to. Thank you so much. Now, there are many wonders of science, and we are about to examine one of them, because little did you know that we have another lady here who, our last guest, I believe, who has a particular problem we'd like to talk to her about. So can we get the next young lady out here, please? I see. Well, she's carrying a bundle here. Could we get you to step over? Could we get you to hobble over here, please? And what is your name, please?
Hori Lori.
Hori Lori. Why didn't I guess? And Lori, could you give us a hint, a slight hint as to what your particular problem is?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think I might be pregnant.
Might be pregnant. Well, I have bad news for you if Dave Aschenbrenner is the father. Otherwise, you may be in good shape. Would you care to have a seat here, please? If you can, sit down. Now, you know, there's an old expression, a bun in the oven. Now, in reality, people think this grew out of nothing, but in reality, there's a very sound reasoning for that, because there's a great amount of yeast in a bun that can actually be used for an early home pregnancy warning test. And what we are going to do is demonstrate tonight, for your edification, exactly how to use this for early...
Dr. Green Bean, I think we've run out of time. Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry. Won't you join us again next week when we'll be featuring a special show showing you how to end the heartache and horror and itch of swollen hemorrhoidal tissues with a brisket. Tune in next week and join us on Heal with a Meal. Thank you very much.
Get that chicken out of here. Okay, let's get on with logistics. Green is going, orange is next, and then we will have Lori Birnbaum and Sherry, hello, Wheelberg, who will be next after that. So that should be easy staging. And I only have a few notes here. Do you know what you call a cow that plays with itself? Beef stroganoff. Years later, you remember that and be telling it to your friends, so don't sit there and grow. Did you hear about the woman that was attacked in San Francisco by 3 men? 2 men held her down and the other did her hair? What goes Mark Mark? A dog with a hair lip. What goes Nort Nort? You should get that. A bull with a cleft palate. God, I hope we're ready. Deborah, are we ready? Thank God. Okay, without further ado, as soon as I check my notes, we now are pleased to present the Orange Team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We, the Orange Team, are proud to bring you a retrospective view of Dataproducts' spring fashions through the years. Fashions tonight are courtesy of Judy Pat Creations. We open tonight with a review of previous sales meeting themed shirts. Bob is wearing... Bob is wearing the Alligator coordinated shirt and visor. The green New to Dataproducts is showing his obvious obsession with joining Dataproducts. Wears the 85 sales meeting t-shirt. While Mark sports the simple but elegant black on white of the 86 meeting. All three a study in quiet emphasis, theme, and message. Rich now shows us a different, quieter side of Dataproducts. The reserved styling and thoughtful message of the winning corporate all-stars of 86, offset in a sea of subtle red. Contrast this with the rash, vibrant blue and white of 85. Truthful and sincere, the message portrayed here. The regional team spirit is aptly captured in the following collection. Gary shows off a complete Western ensemble put together over 2 years. Shirt, shorts, and hat. Carol just shows off a simple supplies chemise. Tom joins them with a central flare. Underneath his jacket, Tom sports a supplies shirt, aptly illustrating his role. The regional hat complete the outfit. Jim, proud of his Eastern relations, wears his region's hat. But Jim also knows the importance of products and proudly shows off his designer laser t-shirt. The blues and mauves aptly portray the vibrancy of lasers. Terry now joins the squad with a full range of laser garb. The sweatshirt matching perfectly with the t-shirt shirt dress. It's amazing what you can get under a laser t-shirt. From our Down Under friends, Paul now shows us some of the latest in international wear. Underneath his international jacket, Paul sports the new Canadian golf shirt, subtle but effective. Paul's association goes way back, as he shows us the 81 International Sales Meeting shirt, black on yellow for a contrast that is way out. Larry shows us the latest in SE style. His jacket complements the That's Nice t-shirt. Rare but a magnificent combination of blues and colors. Of course, the fact that we build them better is no bull. Tennis is the name of the game with Diane and Bill. Their matching warm-ups are complemented by twin tennis bags underneath their jackets. Are they wearing anything? Yes, they each sport shirts showing their exquisite taste in style and class. A couple to be envied in their style. Once tennis is over, there's time to towel off with a big, absorbent distribution towel that can soak up anything. Bert proudly shows us the product manager's champion shirt. A baseball effect is achieved with the blue sleeves on the white body. Bert can make a hit in this shirt. Of course, his belt buckle is also significant. Why, I'm not sure. As a finale, 87 brings us new colors to fashion. A team of rainbow hues that tickle the eye and grab at the heart of things. We have Paul in red, Carol in yellow, Larry in blue, Jim in the focusing multicolor, Terry in purple, Diane in green, and Tom, of course, in the best, orange. In fact, all of you should enjoy orange as much as we do. We thank you so much, and good night.
Hello, the fabulous orange team. I don't want it. Thanks, Tim, but I would rather have a beer. Okay, coming up next will be Lori Birnbaum and Sherry Wheelberg. Just very briefly, for some of you cool cats out there, I'd like to tell you how to pick up refined girls. 1. You should never tell a refined girl, so tell me about your woman parts. 2. Never tell them, want to hear me play with my fly. 3. Never say, I'll buy you a drink if you let me crack the knuckles of your toe. 4. Never say, go ahead, see if you can guess how big it is. 5. Never say, oh, Michelangelo was okay for a guy who couldn't tap dance. 6. Never say, my stars, you've got a neck like a bull. And 7, I'm probably the only guy in the room who isn't a faggot. Okay. How to show a refined girl you have suave moves, and in addition, you must act nonchalant. 1. Tell a refined girl you're hung like a loaf of Italian bread. 2. Sing the score from at least one obscene French opera. 3. Use the words my estate, my trust fund, and come with me to Acapulco in a single sentence. 4. Paint a vivid verbal picture of erotic art of Pompeii. 5. Order this is my favorite. 5. Order muscatel in 4 languages. 6. Caress her soul with your eyes. 7. Undress her with your eyes while discussing Pablo Picasso. This is why I've gotten so far in life. Are we ready, Miss Debbie? Okay, the fabulous Lori Birnbaum and Sherry Wheelberg.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We have a very special treat for you this evening. A visitor from the East, Karnak's better half. Karnak? Good evening. Almighty One, I have some information for you to define for us. Only you can tell us the answers before we hear the questions. Please, honor us with this. First envelope? First envelope. The first envelope. California State Lottery winners.
Via what method does the U.S. Immigration Department use to identify illegal aliens?
And now for the second envelope.
$2.2 million.
Almighty one. Easy.
What do you have after 40 years of an IRA account or 1 year of presidency in the Philippines?
The third envelope.
Staff.
Now,
Staff. That's what I said. What can be removed by either Lysol or Nancy Reagan?
amazing, amazing. It's in your turbans.
Incredible information, isn't it? Let me fix my turban.
And now,
Fruits, nuts, and flakes. What do Post Raisin Bran cereal and San Francisco have in common?
and now, for the next envelope, please.
Lay by the pool and get a suntan.
Lay
By the pool and get a suntan. Maybe you better cut down on those brewskis. Name the prime